Okay, I like this. I'm seeing a lot of fucking winners today. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody in here is winning, but not enough. I need to see more though. We need to win even more. You know what? The mid is selling, but it's not selling enough. We need to get some different sneakers in our portfolios. We need to diversify. And that's why I'm here to help you motivate. What does it mean? Motivate. Here you go. This is what it means. M, many, obvious, terms, influencers, very, always are, totally buying each shoe on the market. Everybody has the same shoes. Who you gonna sell to? I'm here to help you rise above, baby. You need to diversify. I am here to help. I am here to motivate. Motivate. Motivate.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching around the world. Jesus Christ, it is good to be back. I am your co-host, Brendan Dunn.
I'm Matt Welty.
Dad is here.
And we have a special guest with us for this season premiere episode. If you could introduce yourself.
I'm Gary Vaynerchuk.
Okay.
Diehard New York Jets fan.
We'll spell that out.
J-E-T, Jets.
Gary, we're going to talk about your sneaker collaborations. We're going to catch up on some sneaker news because we've been away for a while. We're going to really get into things. First thing I want to get into, though, is the sneakers everyone is wearing today. Welty, what do you got on?
I'm doing, once again, doing the
You gotta
Overkill X Adidas ZX 10,000, a different colorway than I've worn in the past.
All right.
Shout out to the plug.
I did the J.W. Anderson Chuck Taylor collab, part of the glitter pack. These are beautiful. I love them. I don't even think they're out yet. They come out very soon, like the 16th or something like that.
Okay.
I've got my K-Swiss 004 Gary V's.
GB Flex.
Which are not out until a couple more months. So that's what I've got.
Rare stuff. I'm wearing a Reebok Instapump Fury, the prototype pair. I feel like I'm going to do some more Reebok this season. I was too heavy on the Nike in the last couple of
Bach boys.
Bach boy.
Yeah. Gentlemen, sneaker news. So the first thing we want to talk here is Adidas and Kanye West. Every time an Adidas exec gets on TV, someone always wants to ask them about Kanye West. The latest, they're again prodding Casper Rorsted, the CEO, about Kanye West's political beliefs. The brand doesn't necessarily align with everything Kanye does, and he doesn't worry about that when he goes to sleep at night. Gary, do you think that a brand has to align with the political views of the people that are attached to them?
Oh, that's a great question.
We're only lobbing up great questions today.
Clearly. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I actually think the Adidas executive in this situation is
Casper Rorsted coming
Casper.
up.
I think that's right. I don't think the end consumer gives a shit. Thus, the executive should.
I think it's a very small percentage of people. Like you hear the people who get all angry on Twitter.
Yep.
Would you call them SJWs?
Yes.
I know that's what you want to say.
No, you get like the Twitter bubbles that they get so angry and you see like, oh my God, there's 10,000 likes on it, but it's like such a small percentage.
And people are keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
People talk things on Twitter that they don't live.
Twitter fingers.
Everybody can put hashtag #MeToo, Black Lives Matter. Everyone's trying to be a hero. Everybody can do anything they want, but do they live it?
Right. Do they actually mean that?
Do you say fuck you,
Disgusting.
but then do you buy Yeezys?
What's living it? Is it just like speaking with your money and abstaining when you don't align with it?
Living it is like doing what you say. So if you're like mad at Adidas because you just want to be mad, but then later you buy a pair, living it is when you say fuck Facebook, but then you're posting that on Instagram, you're a hypocrite.
And also if we live in a world where you get fired from your job for your political beliefs or your
Hey, they haven't cut you yet. You're safe, man. You're safe.
I'm just saying it seemed kind of crazy that if we live in a world where there's only one acceptable sort of if you don't believe in these 7 things, it's you can't work here.
And then on the final note, a person like Kanye West, you gotta let him rock, man. You just gotta let him rock.
Really?
That's Ye. Ye gonna do what Ye do. Because it's business, bro. It's like Kobe Bryant. Kanye West is like a Kobe Bryant. He's like LeBron James or whatever. You gotta let them do what they do, bro.
Okay.
And you also know what you're signing up for.
And he's still selling all the shoes for them, so it's
And that's the punchline. And the hypocrisy of the end consumer on social needs to be filtered. All these things are actions over reactions to overreactions. What's the truth?
You grew up in New York, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Jersey.
In Jersey.
Edison.
Upstate.
Edison.
I used to live in Highland Park.
Get the fuck out.
This is Jersey man.
You saw a light bulb go off over his head.
Real quick though, you're pretty. How old are you? He looks young.
I wouldn't say no. I'm
31?
I'm a bit younger than you. Yeah.
He's in his 30s. He just keeps it in.
But you don't know US 1 flea market, right? You only know the movie theater.
Wow. But are you sunning him on some Jersey shit right now? Is that?
I love it.
This is how you slam somebody on some Jersey shit. That's crazy. You bring up the US one
I
or the
only
movie
lived, I only
theater. I
lived there for
love
a handful
that.
of years. I only lived there for a handful.
Wow.
of years.
Did you just back off the Jersey thing
No,
that quick? That's all it took?
I went to Rutgers and finished up my degree.
You're gonna tell you from Pennsylvania next. Anyways,
No, not true.
the Supreme collaborating with Jordan again. You're not a Jordan person, Gary. Is that fair to say?
The truth is, I think that if anybody is a diehard Knicks fan and they've ever worn a pair of Air Jordans, that they're a fuckface.
Okay, this is hypocrisy once again.
I don't understand.
And you are a diehard Knicks fan?
Yes, and
Got
I'll
you.
say this. Let me rephrase it. Let me contextualize it. You have to be of a certain age. If you lived
Is
through
Welty
that
old enough?
He's younger, so he'll be okay. If you lived through the age of that 1990 to 1995 period, if you lived through the torture of that, and you're a diehard, not a casual, a diehard, I don't care how fresh the Jordans are. I'm super proud I've never had a pair, ever.
Growing up,
what do
did
you
you
think
covet
about-
them?
Oh,
Nope,
Never.
no.
what do you think about Spike Lee then?
I think that he's a fuckface in this scenario.
Okay.
I love Spike, but like
Come on the
I don't
show.
think diehard Knick fans should wear Jordans. Now, that's one man's point of view.
Right.
One that's not shared by maybe anybody else in the world. But that's mine, and that's how I roll.
Do you like Supreme?
I love how Supreme does its brand equity, but any collaboration is unacceptable. Like if the New York Jets collaborated with Jordan. Jamal Adams is one of my favorite athletes in the world. He's a
Who's
Jordan
that?
athlete. He's the safety for the Jets, number 33, Patrick Ewing, S. I don't like it. I don't like Jordan for real, and that's it.
What do you think about the Supreme hype? Like the kids just investing all the money in Supreme. Do you think it's a good investment?
If they can turn it back into cash.
course.
So it's a good investment when you buy it now and you flip it now. If some kid's got 400 pairs of Supremes in their fucking basement right now saying in 2037, I'm gonna make a fortune, they're gonna get caught like people did with baseball cards because supply and demand is a living and breathing game.
We all think these shoes suck, right? Are we?
I think they suck.
These are horrible.
Yeah, this is like one of those moments
But
where
this is
you
not
really...
this is not the final look.
The best part is I'm not even looking. I think they suck.
Let's talk about some more Jordan stuff. That's what you want to hear. Marcus Jordan,
Come on the show.
the actual heir to the Jordan throne. He has his own sneaker store in Orlando. Trophy room.
That's cool.
He's releasing 2 pairs of Jordan 5s, one friends and family.
I think we have them here,
Yeah,
right?
we actually have them here.
Pull them out.
Pull them out. Bring them out.
That's
Bring them
cool.
out.
Are you
But-
allowed to touch these?
No.
Okay.
But the
You just
skip it.
pass them right by you, all right.
So the thing is about these shoes is there's friends and family pairs that he was seeding out, and he put on Twitter that he's going to track down anyone who puts these shoes on the internet and sells them. How do we feel about that?
I mean, I support him. I always wonder how
Check
this
your
happens
tracking
when
system.
Is there like a bug on here somewhere?
Nike Air on the back of one of these. Let's get the other one. I always wonder, like, when a very limited amount, like some DJ Khaled joints, end up at flight clubs so soon after, aren't there like a small enough number of those out in the public to they can figure out who's selling them? You know what I mean?
Gary, if you do a friends and family shoe and you give it out to your close associates and you see it being sold on the internet,
This is a good time for me to give you the guys these.
Hey.
Oh,
is
I
this
got you guys.
are we
My
officially
great-
close
Jordan,
associates now?
Yes, we are.
Oh, that was quick.
Christmas
Yeah, it
over
was
here?
super quick.
It's a great time.
Here's my thing.
Opening box.
Here's my thing
I
on
like
this.
the inside of this box, G.
Thank you. My big thing is, I hope you guys flip it.
Why?
Yeah, that would not hurt my.
Oh,
as a
man,
matter
we
of fact,
earned it.
because I grew up on baseball cards flipping at the
Yeah.
US 1 flea market,
Yeah.
which we just referenced.
Which
Yes.
Matt Welty does not know.
This is my core of my interest. And so for me, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I lived my life going and buying Shaq figures at the dollar store and flipping them at baseball card shows. So even if my friends, if they flip it, that like makes me weirdly happy because that's what they decided.
Do you want to use this as a?
I have all your sizes, but I'm gonna mix them up.
This 11 is me. What do you got? 11.
but
wanna
not
give him a
quite a
coaster?
full-size run.
Here's a coaster.
I love when people roll up on me with sneakers or my books and I sign them and then I
That's
see
right.
them on eBay because I love looking at, like it's just funny to me.
I know you've
I
encouraged
love it.
kids.
I think he's gonna love those.
What do you got? You want to trade?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
You've encouraged kids on your Instagram to flip them, but don't you think there has to be something more to the shoe than just an investment or just like you should make money off these?
I don't, but that doesn't
You
mean-
don't?
I don't.
It's just make money off them?
If that's what that kid's about, I don't want to judge that kid. Like if that kid is passion in life is learning supply and demand and selling and then becomes a trader or gets into sports cards or whatever they do, I don't think my points of view need to be imposed. I understand the art of it. I understand the emotional thought behind that. And by the way, I don't value money. I value the game. So it's not just about the money. It's just that I don't want to judge somebody else's thing. If somebody loves the feeling of like grinding, buying, flipping, investing, buying up a bunch of sneakers that are kind of hot in the beginning, but they have a feeling that they're gonna be really hot and then they're right, and that's the high for them. A lot, in the same way that I don't judge people who rock them and wear them to flex on everybody else. So for me, do you?
Can you give that reseller a motivational speech real quick? Do we have to pay you extra for that, or can you just
Extra.
You can't just. It's not all up here ready to go?
Oh, it's always ready.
Oh,
and I appreciate that you challenged it and almost got me to do it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, G. This is your fourth shoe, right?
Yes.
I have the first ones one of the first ones that you sent me. Thank you.
Have you
for that
worn
also. Yes, posted on the gram and everything. I did all that.
It's fucking amazing.
But
Did you send him a check?
No.
come on. Anyway,
Hey kids, listen to me right now. What you're gonna learn in flipping right now is gonna be foundational skill sets that you'll be able to use in perpetuity. And while everybody's judging you, from your mom to your grandma to your neighbor, you're learning actual skills of survival in actual life. So tell them to go fuck themselves when they're mad that you got a D in science,
Fuck you, Miss Guthrie.
but you flipped 84 pairs for $400 in profit. See how small I said? It's not about how much, it's the skill set that you're gaining.
How much do we owe you for that?
150,000.
Wait, I got a real quick question for you though. Have you ever resold sneakers?
No. If I was 16 today, that's the only thing I'd be doing. Because the 16-year-old
And watching the show.
flipped, of course,
Amen.
obsessed with the show. If I saw you in the wild, would take a selfie so fast it would make you feel weird.
oh, let me ask you this, G. Do you think that kids will?
So I haven't because of the timing of when it popped. I'm busy,
You were in the flea market.
but it would have been my core. Like, to me, the sneaker kid is the one that I most associate with today, because in 1992 that was baseball cards.
Yeah.
Do you think kids will get your mantras through the sneakers that you sell, like the messages that you put them on?
Yeah, I mean,
what's
look,
going on?
I'm-
One life,
Yep.
optimism, or
Yep,
positivity?
optimism and positivity.
Okay.
Like, to me, the moment in my career right now that is so exciting to me, and all four
This
of us.
being on this show?
Yes,
This is the moment?
This is it.
This is the peak.
The entrepreneurship being culturally relevant. All of us, including how young we are, we did not grow up where
I got
where we didn't grow up in an era where an entrepreneur was cool as a rapper, as an athlete. That was just not real.
Amen.
Bill Gates was the apex entrepreneur when I was a kid. That was fucking nerd. Now we live in a world where entrepreneurs on a pedestal, where 15-year-olds are listening. For me to speak my truth, which is, I believe in kindness and empathy and positivity, that I can be an alpha and a killer and want to win and buy the jets and do all my shit.
No betas on this side.
That's right. But the fact that I can still be a nice person, I think is something that I hope bleeds into the ecosystem. I don't want 16-year-old guys thinking they have to be a dick to like be successful, because I don't believe it.
Correct.
Speaking of that though, what sneakers did you wear growing up? Like what kind of
Ewings,
Nice.
a lot of fucking Adidas Ewings, the fucking leafy Reeboks.
Lock boys.
Hey, I remember those. They're
That
like
was
54,
old school.
almost like 5411s, but not 5411s.
Yeah, yeah.
Different style. I used
White on white K-Swiss.
You were wearing K-Swiss growing up?
The biggest reason I did the K-Swiss deal was because I felt so comfortable in the authenticity of it.
Where I come from, not that where I come from is the definition of cool, but I just was never,
Oregon?
K-Swiss was
You're
never
too young,
cool to
probably,
me.
right?
Idaho?
How old are you?
29.
You're too young. K-Swiss was only cool from like 83 to 86.
Okay.
80, like if you go Google K-Swiss, like 19, whatever, you're gonna see Tyson, you're gonna see Dr. Dre, you're gonna see Ice-T. It was a West Coast cool thing that bled a little bit to kids on the East Coast because it was really.
I don't know if that's enough.
This is
It
personal
had to feel like you
experience.
were settling for K-Swiss, right? Come on.
Yeah, I was poor.
Okay.
Yeah, like
No. I mean when you did the deal, when you got the shoe.
Oh, no. So let me tell you about me because you don't know me. When I started
We're friends.
Yeah, we're deep friends. That's why I gave you sneakers. But even friends don't know everything about friends.
Fair enough.
Facts.
So when I started VaynerMedia, we were able to work with the NFL or the NHL. We went with the NHL. When I started VaynerMedia, we were able to work with Coke or Pepsi. We worked with Pepsi. I'm so ambitious to get the look that I had something to do with it.
Okay.
If I did a deal with a bigger brand and it did great, the brand would get credit. K-Swiss just sold for a ton of money to a Chinese company, and the amount of cosign love that I got for the work that I've done in the last couple years to give it a good look,
Right.
I get the extra credit. So I like to go with the underdog. The reason I
But
judge.
did you have an option with the other guys? Because I feel like you're saying Pepsi, Coke,
Respect.
K-Swiss.
That's a great
is
point.
there?
No, that's a great point. No other option. But
Okay.
but all the time bullshit shit comes to me and I say no, and that's the option. The option is the yes no. For me, a lot of brands have been rebooted. My friends, Adidas was dog shit before
You just
came in.
hurt Welty's heart.
It was.
I mean,
so like
you,
to me,
you could come
right?
and paint 2 more stripes on my shoes and make it into a
Five's better than 3.
Options.
I don't know about that one,
K-Swiss.
man. I don't know.
That's facts.
Chief,
That's more than 3.
Chief called on that one.
I feel it. I understand where
To
you're
your
coming
point, it was an option.
from. Right. Would
So
you have
you're
chosen Adidas? Would you? If you
Definitely not.
No,
Okay.
come on. You wouldn't
In the
have
beginning, like if they
Swear
both
on
reached
the
Gary.
jet- No.
All right.
I
Nike?
wouldn't- No.
No.
Gary.
My friends, listen to me.
Nike is
Nike.
nothing.
Listen to me.
Nike?
Listen to me. I need the look. I
validation,
believe
Nike.
that I have a skill set that I want to continue to prove to the world, which is I can do shit, that I have a marketing machine, that I carry weight.
So you want to prove, because if you went with Nike, that's what you're saying. So if you went with Nike,
It would be great.
no,
it would be
but
a great
it
look.
would already be successful no matter what. And there would be, it
There'd
wouldn't
be zero ability.
But it
to-
wouldn't boost your ego.
I
but
could
if you-
only lose.
But if you
I could
bring-
only lose. I'd get the hype of like Nike, that's a hot deal, and then if it didn't sell well enough, I could only lose.
You want to buy the penny stock and fucking cash in on it.
Because I was right about the penny stock. that's the
Right.
key.
I
The
wanna
key-
gamble on the
guys,
underdog and win
There was a
big.
lot of
I feel
other
that.
brands in K-Swiss category that I wouldn't have done it with because I wouldn't have thought I could.
I remember seeing a vlog that you did, and you were, I believe it was with Nipsey Hussle, God bless soul, and you were talking about K-Swiss release at Shoe Palace and talking about how the release was bigger than like the Yeezy drops
Yep.
at that's for real, that your release was bigger than a Yeezy drop? Or?
It was, but now let's remember,
Yeah.
that was the only K-Swiss drop, period, and the easy drops happened in a lot of places,
Yeah.
but it felt nice, like they were fucking stunned. The employees of Shoe Palace and like the C, like they all come and be like, how the fuck did this happen?
Yeah, I'm wondering
Again,
the same.
I concentrated it to one place. It's not like they were everywhere, but yeah, in that location that day,
It's a big deal.
and it was cool. Like there was a lot of cool things about it. Like Gunna stopped by because he was
come on the
randomly driving by. So there was a lot of cultural stuff. It was good. It was a good look. But I'm proud about the sell-through. There's a lot much bigger celebrities than me who've sold far less sneakers because they've half-assed it. It's been half pregnant. I've been a
There's
great
a lot.
partner.
I went. There's a lot of sizes still available though. They didn't sell out.
Yeah, but we also made fucking 50,000 pairs.
What was the bag like?
7 figures.
Okay.
Have you met Kanye?
No.
Gary, I want to get another side of you too.
That time, honestly, that was the first time during this show where I was like, oh, he's talented.
I want to throw my water out here. Oh my
That
God.
was so well done, though. That was like such a good
Jesus
time. You agree with me?
That was amazing.
You're in the investment world. You know, VC, angel, all that stuff. How do you feel about big investments in the sneaker reselling game? You know, Foot Locker dumping $100 million into gold. Is that the right thing to do from
We've
these?
crossed the chasm where I think things are slightly overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I will say about the sneaker space that's different than other spaces, because I do watch all this shit.
Yeah, every week.
I like who's been buying these companies.
Okay.
They've been very strategic to me.
Okay.
Like they maybe have overpaid on some things, but they needed it. Sometimes you pay an extra 150 million just for the culture, because the equity of the culture, the coolness, the vibe, the brand, the currency of what it might be able to do to the overall ecosystem, that's enormous.
Okay. I
Now,
got you.
one thing that bothers me with this stuff and kind of the way you present, like, oh, go out and flip these shoes, is I
Yes.
feel like it's shortcutting to just turning sneakers into a price tag rather than all this cool stuff that we like behind them.
You'll appreciate this.
You know
It
what I mean?
won't, because it will for a certain group and it won't for another group.
But it just brings in a lot more people who
They have
are
nothing to do
only.
with you.
Ah.
I love that you bring this up because it's very valid and I have a lot of
'Cause
empathy.
the thing
for it.
is, like, I feel like I see so many young kids who are into sneakers who are only into them because they see it as an investment. And it's just a shame to me because I think we come from an era where we were into it not because we knew we could make money on them. That came, and you know, we've resold sneakers plenty, but it was just like,
I get it, and that happens to everything. something starts pure, that's what always happens. And it doesn't have to change your behavior, but don't, like, I love when the OGs are mad at the new kids, but the OGs were the ones that first
I can
started.
call myself an OG.
Respect.
Yeah.
But like mid OGs or whatever you want to call it. They're like,
The mid is selling.
these kids are selling. I'm like, you were the first people that started selling, which started the process.
Correct.
We saw like a speech that you did when you were talking about, people buying expensive things to,
Keeping up with the Joneses?
to kind of, cover up their insecurities or whatever. But if kids are buying expensive sneakers and a lot of sneakers, do you think that makes them, they're covering up insecurities? And
I believe if you wear something or buy something or do something with the singular reason to make other people think you're happy or successful, that is an insecurity that you should
I'm going to
debate.
contest with you here because you said earlier you don't care if they're into it for flip or to impress other people.
I don't. Here's the beautiful, I'm thrilled if everybody wants to be insecure. I don't care. But my observation is that we live in a remarkable culture of keeping up with the Joneses. Just one man's point of view, doesn't have to be right.
All right.
Give some thought to why you're doing it, because if you're gonna always chase other people's opinions, it's eventually going to lead to a place that's not so fun.
Fair enough.
G, do you consider yourself a sneakerhead?
No.
Or what do
You
you
used the
consider yourself?
hashtag on Instagram at least once.
That's possible, and that I'd love to see the context, because you can see how quickly I'm willing to be authentic about stuff. I grew up in an era where a lot of the seeds of this whole thing happened, right?
Correct.
So like
That's a big
the
thing.
early game of this, like it's like back to other things I wore. I absolutely wore Adidas with no shoelaces because I really wanted to be like Run DMC and the Beastie Boys.
There it is.
So I was definitely affected by it, but I definitely do not view myself as a sneakerhead, because I think if you're gonna call yourself that, whether you're into the commerce or the art of it, you're spending time consuming content into it, and I'm not doing enough of that for me to feel comfortable
to
to say
don
that.
yourself.
I
Fair
appreciate them. I like wearing them. The biggest point of contention, Tyler off camera is gonna laugh right now, the biggest reason the K-Swiss deal almost didn't happen was the number one thing I negotiated. The only thing, not the finances. By the way, the bag got much bigger. The first bag was small 6 figures, where back end, value money. I negotiated
Feels good thumbing through the back end, don't it?
always, especially when you deliver. I think
That
everybody
you
got
could
it.
wear other brands, right?
100%.
Yeah.
The only thing that mattered to me. I didn't want to do anything that became a caricature of myself, and I needed the flexibility to wear something when and how I wanted to.
Right.
And so it runs
Flexibility, pun intended, right?
flexibility.
Gary, every week
Please.
here on the show, we punish somebody who had the worst take for saying something egregious or generally
Paul
just
Pierce.
doing something.
Paul fucking Pierce.
Doing something
You're a
wild.
fucking idiot, Paul Pierce. Grossly overrated player. Grossly. And his hot take after game 1 is all-time disastrous.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
yeah.
The only it's somebody actually on the show.
Oh,
so Paul
sorry.
Pierce, Paul Pierce was not.
Nobody. Gary going off on
Instead,
Paul
it's-
Pierce.
Brendan, who has the worst take this week?
It's me. It's
Oh,
me.
it's not me
I,
for once?
No, because I licked the sole of it, or because I put my tongue out on camera. I don't really know, but
You got
At the bottom of the shoe, you need,
just one good lick, Fat Joe style.
yeah.
This is a real Trinidad shoe right here, though.
This is
Yeah,
not
Trinidad
my
James would definitely go to Barney's and pay $10K for these.
What up, for real?
Come on, man.
That smells like success, baby.
Come on, man. I'll do it. I'll do it.
I mean,
Worst
you
take
have to
shoes.
These
do
are
it.
Steve Madden's?
Steve Madden.
Oh Lord.
Have you met Steve Madden?
Fuck
Almost.
Steve Madden.
You almost
I'll
had a
say it
Steve
for
Madden
you.
collab coming out?
No.
Steve Madden never come on the show.
I want to do a Jams collab.
Jesus Christ.
Do you remember Jams?
No, what is
You guys
that?
are all so fucking young on this show. We're
too young.
Jams were these shorts
got one 35-year-old
that
over here.
dominated in like 1985 to 1987.
What did it look like?
Like crazy colors. They were like a precursor to like Zubaz.
Zubaz was a shit.
Yeah, but like
I remember from football.
you should
Jordan
act.
Hagedorn.
You know
Zubaz
what?
is shit.
Who owns? We need to buy Zubaz,
Zubaz
make
is
you the
sh-
face of it,
Zubaz
and
is
dismantle
shit.
the culture.
You remember The Sopranos when they were wearing the Jet Zubaz, like head to toe? The whole.
Of course.
The hats and
Now
the
we're
jackets.
talking.
That shit's
Rest in
amazing.
peace, James Gandolf.
So, G, on the
Yes.
show every week we do
Can I do
a
this?
segment called Drip, Flip, or Skip.
Yep.
Drip being
Yep.
look good on
I
you.
got it.
You know what I'm
Flip.
saying? Flip,
Money.
of course. GV it.
Yep.
Or whatever. And skip, we don't fuck with it.
Okay.
Our first shoe is going to be from Kyrie Irving. Shout out to Kyrie.
Feature Nick.
He did the
Yeah.
Come on,
Friends collab, like the show, with his Kyrie.
Looks like
What's
some
the
fucking
Kyrie's 5?
Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Steelers shit. It's pissing me off already.
How you feel? Drip,
Flip.
flip, or skip? Flip.
Yeah? Cashing out on these?
Flip. What about you, Brendan?
No, this is a skip. Kyrie
watch
Irving has a
Friends?
Friends tattoo. That's not cool.
Okay.
And this
Did you
shoe
watch
is
Friends?
not cool either.
I did watch Friends a little bit.
But Kyrie
Yeah.
is 27. What?
I mean, you
And
can
not
like
like you
Friends.
kids on fucking Netflix when
That's
it
what I'm
airs.
saying.
When it
Kyrie is 27. What?
So, okay, you can't like Friends?
Skip.
Okay.
I mean, if you can flip it, go for it. It just,
No, you have to pick one. That's how it works. You
Drip,
can't
yeah,
just
that's
say
part of
eh.
the show.
To me, if
bro.
I could flip it, I would do it. If not, it's a skip. I'll flip
What?
it.
Flip.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What's it called? I'll go with flip.
Yeah. All right.
Moving forward, we got the Sakai Tom Nike collab.
This is a drip. I love 70s running shoes. It's a little too I saw some people wearing them. They kind of look like a platform shoe at first. Like the sole was so thick, but
Right.
But it's a drip.
It's a drip. What about you, Brendan?
Oh, I've been waiting. Joe LaPuma has
Look
had
at
these
his
for
face.
months, and I've been upset the
Joe Puma's
whole
got like
time.
4 pairs of
I
these.
am ready.
Oh yeah, Joe just had me sitting around.
I'm texting multiple retailers. This is a drip. Yeah.
GV, how you feel?
Flip.
Yeah? You wouldn't wear these? Or you're just the bag?
It's a,
It's a
Said
bag.
it was hot.
All right.
What's it called? This is a drip for me, guys. This is the drip. Like,
Yeah.
it's
And this is the right
crazy.
colorway too. This is the best
Yeah.
one.
I like the other colorway, but
You're
I
wrong.
feel you.
You're wrong,
I
but
feel you.
this-
Okay. Moving
Not the
forward.
first time.
Cactus Plant Nike Vapor Max. GB, I'm gonna start with you. I wish we showed a better angle of it because the other side has like a wire green check around
And
it.
some of the pairs actually light up.
That's the friends and
Flash.
family.
Yeah.
It's super limited. How you feel about this? Drip flipper skip for you, G.
this is you know where I'm gonna go with this one? I'm gonna go with flip.
Where
about
you
you,
where you taking it to flip? StockX?
StockX, eBay, SneakerCon,
flea market?
the back
Actually-
alley. I don't,
go.
I'm agnostic.
All right.
The name of the brand is actually Cactus Plant Flea Market, so you could bring it to the flea market.
Love.
Perfect.
Brendan, drip flipper skip, say.
You know, I really respect this collaboration, but I just wouldn't wear it. I've had enough of the Vapor Max at this point. I think this is kind of a shoe for kids in Soho.
Flipper's good.
It's a skip.
These
It's
are
a skip.
amazing, bro. I'm super proud of them. Just make me
Ankles
happy.
are showing. This is beautiful.
So good.
Drip flipper skip.
This is a shoe that our art guide Tommy Lamb's probably all about because he loves cactuses or cacti, as they would say.
Really nice.
But for me, Vapor Max not a good shoe.
Okay.
So it's a skip no matter what you do to it.
Okay.
Wow.
This is a drip for me. This is the drip.
Yeah,
And of
you-
course,
yeah,
it's a
you-
drip for
yeah,
me. Of
I
course,
mean,
right?
Come on.
Moving forward, the Travis Scott Tom Jordan 1. GB, I start with you. Drip flipper skip.
Burn.
Okay.
Really? Oh, but yeah, right.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course,
Are you a
yeah.
Travis guy though?
I respect Travis.
Have you met
Yeah.
him?
No.
No?
Okay. Burn.
Flip.
Flip. Okay. Brendan.
I'm flipping these two. I like the design,
You're
but we've
flipping
seen them.
these. So you
we've seen
wouldn't
them
wear these?
so much. No, I would, but we've just seen them so much at this point. I'm like,
I
these already came
agree,
out last
man.
weekend, and it's like
Fuck
I'm
Jordans,
tired of seeing it.
guys.
Would you say fuck Michael Jordan to his face if you met him?
Probably not, because I don't want to bullshit you, but I would definitely want to.
Yeah.
That's real as fuck.
You know?
God damn, that was real. Go ahead. That was so real.
This is a flip. This is a flip. You're gonna make a ton of money on this.
I mean, it's the drip. I mean, I love Travis. Moving forward, though, G, because we're not done.
Yep.
We do outfits also.
Let's go. Huge.
We got Serena at the Met Gala. This is a drip, flip or skip for you. I
This
want
is
to
an
ask.
absolute drip.
Okay. Drip, flip or skip, Brendan.
All Volt getup. I appreciate it. Yeah. Off whites on the feet. That's a drip.
The thing that we're forgetting though, remember at the US Open last year where Virgil made her the shoes and she called him Virgil Abdullah?
That did happen.
man.
That's you bring up an
So I
excellent
kind of
point.
just for
Yeah.
that
So
for that thing I kind of have.
Yes.
It
Wow.
is dope, but I have to skip it based off of she
Yeah.
didn't know who
That's
the
total
designer
lack
was.
of
That's
authenticity.
really
yeah.
good, man. That's a great job by you. That's your second massive highlight on this show.
Thanks. Gotta put together a
Put it in
highlight
the
reel.
reel.
for
Oh
it.
my God.
Yeah.
Have you met Kanye? She called him Virgil Abdullah.
This is a skip for me just from a fashion standpoint. I'm cool on this outfit.
Okay.
I'm cool.
You should wear it.
I could.
I know. That's why I
could.
said it.
It's a shame they didn't invite you to the Met Gala.
One day.
happened?
One day.
All right.
One day.
All right.
Moving forward, we got Lil Uzi Vert at the doctor with Bapes on.
He's holding an octopus.
I holding a Murakami octopus. I think it's a hat, or it might just be a teddy bear. I'll start with you. Drip, flip, or skip.
This made me laugh so hard when I saw it because he's holding an octopus and the look on his face, he just looks so happy, you know, even though he's at the doctor's.
right.
It almost looks like the
come on the
doctor's
show?
giving it to him as like a stress ball, you know, like he's like so nervous. Like,
Drip, flip, or skip.
this is drip.
Brendan?
Yeah, Uzi wears a lot of ridiculous outfits, you know.
That you're
but-
not into.
Yeah.
I got you.
And so I appreciate seeing him in something a little more earthly.
So this is
a
a
drip, yeah.
GV. How you feel?
I think Uzi might be the single most underrated person in the game right now.
Damn.
Okay.
So I'm a huge triple drip on this. I think the natural creativity and uniqueness and a mix of little darkness, I think there's something very serious about this kid.
Uzi's special.
I think there's something super special about this kid.
You're buying the rookie card.
Drip.
I would,
There it is.
drip
Drip for me.
fuck, I would.
A box.
Drip for me. Last but not least, the best outfit on the table, GV. Tell me.
Wow.
When GB gets up.
Wow.
When GB gets up, when you wake up, Tell me this outfit. What happened just today? Tell me about this day right here, GV.
Tremendous
This
fucking
is like
day.
the startup special, right?
This is a startup.
This is like
you
you're
know what,
going
it's
to.
not.
You're
Startup
going
Not
to.
because the hoodie's not there or t-shirt. It's actually not. It's a rare button-down situation, which I kind of am confused.
Had a date after? What's going on here?
Unlike you, my friend, who I genuinely think, similar to Uzi, I think you are a stunningly underrated, and you're highly rated, stunningly underrated fashion icon.
Do me next, but go on.
I'm
Thank you.
really not.
Right.
My levels of giving a fuck
Yeah.
about outfits is 0.
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom. What do I think about? What's the closest pair of jeans and
Right,
closest
right.
top to my hands so I can get out there and fucking play my game?
I love
You're
that.
standing by this then.
Oh, this is phenomenal shit. This
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
This
an
drip.
11 on a 10.
Yeah. I'm giving you a drip on this because it's a beautiful thing. You know exactly where you are. You're like, I'm there. I'm staying in that lane. I'm not. Yeah. Drip.
Speaking of fucks, you have like the reservoir tip beanie on.
You know what? I love beanies, bro. You know why? I need
To hide
them.
the bald
I need-
spot.
Yes, that's number 1. Number 2, to sleep on planes.
This is the drip because you're being yourself.
Gary, before we get out of here, we do want to breeze through the comment section. Each week we take a look at what people have been saying about the show on YouTube, and we air some of those grievances and thoughts here out on the show. So real
Smart
quick,
segment.
we have
Such a money segment.
Self-Destruct saying, I learned English just to watch your show. Yeah, never heard of a better way
That's
to
true.
spend
I love
one's
him.
time. Yeah.
Or her.
I learned how to speak English watching The Flintstones and Price is Right.
All right.
Wow.
JCZZY4 says, edit the FSR theme song with Welty's ad-libs on the gang, LOL. And that's
Oh, yeah.
all caps.
On the gang.
Justin
out Blueface,
Jones,
come on the show.
143 says, every color is not a full-size run. I don't know what that means. I don't know, they're maybe disputing
Oh,
your
yeah, they're just
interpretation
trying to
of
be
that.
difficult. That's cool.
Israel Flores, one more, says, I've missed this show so much since it's been between seasons. Yeah, I mean, it
We
was
missed
nice-
you,
it was
brother.
nice to go on vacation.
We missed you.
How
for a
long were
little
you guys
bit, but
off there?
I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put some
Yeah.
stamps on the passport. This has been another episode of Full Size Run. We're glad to be back. I am your
Amen.
co-host, Brendan Dunn.
I'm Matt Welty.
Trinidad James, baby.
And this was...
Gary B.
Amen. Yes, sir.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick.
Yo, better late than never, but it finally came. We got the clack.
What's that silver shit?
100K subscribers.
That's cute.
This is amazing, dude.
You're hyped over 100,000 subscribers?
What do you mean?
That's nothing.
It's a big moment for the brand.
I could start my own channel and get 100,000 subscribers. You don't want a million?
I'm not trying to touch that shit till it's all go.
Okay, you guys, we need more subscribers.
Subscribe now or Joe Puma will never take us sneaker shopping.
I'm at to dress like Welty. Back to being the common folk. Nobody wants that.
It's not pretty.
I already lost my Gucci sock.
They're gonna fire me if we don't get more subscribers. That's actually